Hello everyone and welcome back to the Spotlight. Today we're going to be talking about the untold truth of Ellen DeGeneres. Do you want to win the new iPhone 11 Pro? If so, be sure to watch the whole video, leave a like, and comment the hidden message. And with that being said, let's get right back into the video. The Katy Perry lawsuit. In a wild June 2016 lawsuit, a Georgia-based real estate agent named Katy Perry sued Ellen for making a silly joke about her name. During the What's Wrong with These Ads and These Signs segment on Ellen's show, Ellen jokingly called her quote-unquote titty. Soon after, Katy Perry took legal action against Ellen. In Tita's lawsuit, she made it her mission to point out that her name is pronounced Titi. The distraught woman claimed that she faced harassment after the episode of Ellen making fun of her aired. Federal Judge Leslie J. Abrams had other ideas in mind, saying that prior to the defendant's misdeeds, Titi had been called only by her name, Titi, which as grammar dictates is pronounced TT. Absolutely none of this sounded like TT to the judge, who quickly threw out the case in 2017. Judge Abrams said the title of the segment indicated there was something entertaining about all the featured signage, and that the letter I in the English language can be pronounced several ways. The judge argued under circumstances it would have been defamatory to have pronounced the plaintiff's name Titai or Tite or any other possible permutation. Following the judgment, Ellen producers told the Wrap they never intended to hurt anyone's feelings, even if that person is named Titi.
Kimberly Jones from Warner Robins, Georgia. My husband saw this sign and thought your viewers would enjoy the name of this realtor. Titty Pierce. Oh, Titty Pierce. Sounds like she might have spent some time in that nipple home. I don't know.
Record label lawsuits. Speaking of lawsuits, back in 2009, the New York Post reported the Ellen DeGeneres show had bopped its way into legal hot water by not clearing well over 1,000 sound recordings owned or controlled by big league record companies like EMI, Sony Music, Warner Music Group, and Universal Music Group. Now all these companies were banding together like the Avengers to sue the show for failing to get permission for featured songs like Michael Jackson's Thriller and the Beach Boys' 1966 classic, Good Vibrations. The Ellen show's producers say they cleared the song permissions with publishers, but consciously didn't ask the record companies. When asked their reasoning behind this, producers just said they didn't roll that way, which is a defense statement I wish I could use. A spokesperson for Warner Brothers Entertainment, the show's distributor, said it is unfortunate that the record labels have resorted to filing a lawsuit, particularly since Ellen's producers were willing to resolve the dispute on reasonable terms. As of now, we can't imagine that all parties have since resolved these issues as DeGeneres continues moving to the beat. Ellen exposes Portia de Rossi. While Ellen has plenty of close friends, her main best friend is, of course, her wife, Portia de Rossi, who hit the big time when she starred on the comedy series Arrested Development. Portia has said that Ellen completely took her breath away when she first met her. She even said that my knees were weak, something out of a love story. Ellen shares a lot of personal life on her show, and there are some times when you can say that maybe she's overdone it. This was the case in 2015 when Ellen invited Portia over for some time on the show. During this interview, they shared pictures they had taken of each other, but Ellen took the fun, playful banter up a notch when she publicly shared some bad hair day photos of her spouse. Portia went along with it, but the whole segment just seemed like Ellen was trying to take some shots at Portia.
So that was my 60th birthday, and then in January, just last month, I turned 61, and what'd you get me? Tell everybody what you got me.
Gardening tools.
That's right.
But she likes to garden.
I do.
The dog adoption problem. Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi came to Marina Store in Pasadena and saw a dog that they were interested in adopting. Her name was Tasha. Tasha had not been cat tested, and Ellen had 2 cats. So Marina decided to let them take Tasha home for the afternoon just to see how she would get along with Ellen's other animals. After the adoption, Ellen called to say that Tasha was not cat friendly, and Marina left straight away to pick her up. Iggy, who Ellen and Portia had also met and liked at the adoption, was in the car with her. They looked at Iggy again, he played in the yard with Ellen's other dog, and was briefly introduced to her cats. Later on, Ellen left a message that they had decided to adopt Iggy. Said that they had a trainer who could socialize Iggy with cats, and the couple quickly finalized all the details. After some time, it was obvious that Iggy wasn't going to be a great addition to their home as they had once thought. Then the dog was given to Ellen's hairstylist, and her family had met Iggy and fallen in love. The adoption agency tried to get the dog back, but Ellen won the case by breaking down on her show.
Thank you very much, and right back at you, and I needed that today. We're gonna edit some of this out. But today is a hard day for me. Today is bad. And I am not capable of coming out and pretending to be
funny and on when things are going so terribly wrong right now.
Ellen's Anaconda Parody.
This is the second song you've put me in.
I know. I'm obsessed with you. You don't have to let everyone know on national TV.
You're letting them know because the name of the song, I can't say the name of the song in the other one because it's a daytime show.
No, it's not, that's not, no, it's spelled C-O-M-E. It's not a curse. Come on a cone.
Minaj is no stranger to the Ellen DeGeneres show, as evidenced by multiple appearances. Host Ellen DeGeneres is also no stranger to mimicking Minaj, as evidenced by multiple parodies over the years. When the explicit video for Anaconda came out, DeGeneres released her own version starring herself awkwardly trying to keep up with Minaj and her dancers. In 2013, DeGeneres walked on stage for her Halloween show dressed exactly as Minaj had been a couple of weeks earlier for an Ellen interview. Basically, DeGeneres and Minaj have a solid relationship, but the problem isn't that Ellen dared to poke fun at Minaj's body, it's that the sketch reduced Minaj entirely to her most famous body part.
Here she is like you've never seen her before, Ellen DeGeneres.
The Katy Perry tweet. Her heart was in the right place, but perhaps her eyes weren't. In 2017, Ellen came under fire for a birthday tweet she sent out to Katy Perry that said, "Happy birthday at Katy Perry. It's time to bring out the big balloons." The accompanying image didn't exactly help either, as many fans were not impressed. The Twitter hordes were quick to pounce on Ellen's birthday wish with a double standard hashtag. Some disgruntled members of the Twitterverse even compared Ellen to Harvey Weinstein. Celebs were quick to jump in on the discussion, with notable names such as Piers Morgan and Michael Rappaport voicing their opinions. Some people thought the tweet totally contradicted her Me Too monologue on October 19th, which sharply criticized harassment.
We're back with Katy Perry, and you're about to go on tour, and
That's right.
you are
September.
You are single, and
Ready to mingle.
ready to mingle. To have that consensual adult time, is what you say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fun time for adults.
Right.
The Kathy Griffin feud. It's safe to say that Kathy Griffin and Ellen DeGeneres don't exactly agree with each other's views. However, as tension sparked between the two activists, a feud arose. The whole problem started when Kathy made mention of Ellen in her tell-all book dubbed Kathy Griffin Celebrity Run-Ins, My A to Z Index. In her book, she hinted at Ellen, but didn't name her outrightly. She said that she was almost positive a certain beloved daytime talk show host once had her kicked out of a backstage dressing room at the Emmy Awards. Going further, she continued by saying, even though she couldn't prove it, this person who happens to have short blonde hair had a mean streak that all of Hollywood knew about. Well, at least we know Kathy is good at giving us clues.
My very last dinner with Joan Rivers, we would always check in with each other, and I'd be like, "Where are you with Ellen?" And she'd be like, "Oh, still hates me." And she'd go, "Well, what about you?" And I'd say, "Oh, she thinks I'm mean."
The Ellen Design Challenge. Well, there was a short-lived victory for furniture designer Tim McClellan. Hopefully he didn't already spend that $100,000 prize money. The cowboy with a masculine sense of furniture design won HGTV's inaugural Ellen's Design Challenge, until he didn't. Shortly after the confetti dropped on McClellan, fellow finalist Katie Stout and executive producer Ellen DeGeneres, the last man standing was disqualified for presenting what was deemed an unoriginal piece in the grand finale. Within a week of McClellan being crowned, producers discovered that his seemingly unique sliding and hideaway table design already existed by European designer Simon Schack. Therefore, the runner-up in the reality competition had been rewarded the spoils.
After the finale, it was discovered that there was an existing piece of furniture designed by European designer Simon Schack that resembled Tim's.
Here's why I'm here, if you want to know. Do you want to know?
Yeah, I want to know.
All right, well, Tim has been disqualified.
Ellen's gambling side. A side that you typically don't see on TV is her being an avid poker fanatic. It is quite common to hear about celebrities playing poker games every now and then. Poker has a special place in Ellen DeGeneres' heart. In fact, she regularly hosts high-stakes games at her house. Not only that, she invites a good number of Hollywood A-listers to join her in the fun. But unlike your friendly game of basement poker, things are quite different in Ellen DeGeneres' home. According to some reports, Ellen DeGeneres is actually quite passionate and aggressive about poker. She has the tendency to not hold anything back while playing at the poker table. In an event that was reported by an anonymous invitee, the invitee was not able to keep up with the game, which led Ellen angrily accusing her of not knowing how to play. She apparently had lashed out due to anger, but I guess we never knew that side of Ellen.